Okay, good afternoon everyone and aloha. Hi, my name is Nate Sirota. I'm with the Honolulu Department of Parks and Recreation. Thank you for joining us on what has turned into a beautiful day. Thank you that the forecasters were wrong and that the ground cleared up and we're here to open and bless City and County of Honolulu's 11th off-leash dog park here at Punahou Square. First and foremost, I want to recognize some VIPs here in the crowd. We have the chair of the Makiki Neighborhood Board, Nathan Char. With the First Church of Christian Science behind us, we have Jay Voss and Nancy Hoffer. We have the 15th Mayor of the City and County of Honolulu, Mayor Rick Blangiardi. We have our amazing Parks and Recreation staff, District 2 over here, maintenance and recreation staff. And we have our cumulative boss, the Director of the Department of Parks and Recreation, Laura H. Thielen. So last April we announced that we are trying to make more of our parks dog friendly because there's actually been quite a deficit of the amount of space that dogs can legally use here in the City and County of Honolulu. This off-leash area has been in the works prior to that, but the timing is impeccable because we really want to invite more responsible dog owners into our parks to utilize them and to activate areas that were otherwise underutilized. And this is a great example. Punahou Square is a really passive park. There's not much in the way of recreational facilities, and so this will create a community that comes here on a regular basis and enjoys the beautiful shade of these trees, in particular this big Moreton Bay Fig tree right behind me. So to talk more about our parks becoming more friendly for dog owners and really activating park space, I'd like to invite my boss, Laura H. Thielen.
Good morning and Happy New Year to everyone. So, people who own dogs tend to be healthier than a lot of people because they take their dogs out for a walk. And what's important is that they have space where they can take their dogs out for a walk. We're here at Punahou, and you can see, there's a lot of apartments here, a lot of places where people have pets, and they need to be able to bring them out for exercise and get exercise themselves. But it's a very urban environment, narrow sidewalks, a lot of cars. And so we need to have space where people could safely bring their dogs. This park is a very small park. It's really primed to activate with what we call an off-leash dog park. You could not bring your dog here and let them off the leash safely because they would go out in traffic, and that would be pretty tragic. So you need a fenced-in area. It's also too small a park to really get much exercise to walk the dog around on leash. But this is a very happy answer to be able to activate a park, prevent it from becoming a nuisance space, and become something that's really useful and loved by a lot of people that are living in the apartment buildings nearby. The park can be divided where you still have area outside of the fenced area where people without pets can come and sit and enjoy. And then you've got the off-leash area for the dogs to be able to run around. And it becomes kind of a congregation space for a lot of the people in the community where they can get to know one another and get to become more of a sense of community in what would otherwise be a very separated, high-rise location. So we're really happy to have this be our latest off-leash dog park area. We're happy to have this be the third fresh off-leash dog park area under Mayor Blangiardi and to be the 11th in the park inventory. We're working on other spaces and then also finding additional larger parks where people can bring their dogs in on leash and have the dogs enjoy some family activities and be a part of the community there. So I would like to introduce next. I have to ask Nate who's next on the lineup.
Chair Char.
Okay, the next would be the chair of the neighborhood board, which has been integral in activating for the community for many years to get a dog park area. So, Chair.
Thank you very much for having me here. First off, of course, thank you so much to Mayor Blangiardi and Director Thielen for really taking the Parks and Rec into a far more pet-friendly direction than before. This is the first time that Parks and Rec really came to us and said, hey, we want to turn your parks dog friendly, and we've never had that before in at least my 8 years of being on the neighborhood board. As the director noted, our neighborhood is full of high-rises and condo buildings with almost no yard space, and a lot of our buildings have been becoming a lot more pet-friendly. So we're seeing a lot more pets, but still no space to let them roam free and have a good time with their owners. So I'm very grateful to the city for working with us so long, and Nate for really providing all of us the updates and staying in contact with us to let us know that this park finally came to fruition. It's something we worked for a long time, and I hope we can work with the city a lot more to hopefully put more dog parks in Makiki District Park as well. So thank you very much.
Well, good morning, everyone. And I really doubt if I could add much more than what Laura's already said, and certainly, well, Nate, two Nates here have already said. But I would tell you, as a proud dog owner myself, who lives in a high-rise in the middle of the city, parks like this are really special for the dog owners. And Laura said, people who are happier. This is a quality of life issue. They're happier when their dogs are happy. I can promise you, there's a direct correlation. And so the fact that we're able to do this, I want to thank the neighborhood board for being understanding and receptive to our overture to do this. But this is about that precisely. This is about trying to make it more meaningful for everybody. I agree. I think we're seeing more and more pets out there, more and more dogs, and be able to take them to a place where we can take them off the leash and run around and interact with other dogs in the middle of the city is just a good thing. So, there are big wins and small wins in this business. I don't want to trivialize this at all today, but I come here with a sense of joy in my heart right now after the holidays at seeing this finally come to fruition, because I do know, I really believe deeply in my heart that a lot of people are going to really appreciate this. And so in the business that we're in right now about serving our public and trying to do the best we can to add quality to people's lives, this may be a small win, but for a lot of people who will experience this park, it'll be a big one. And for that, I'm most grateful. So I want to thank Director Thielen, who's relentless in her pursuit of doing things like this. And once again, the neighborhood board. And thank you all for being here today. God bless you.